You feel the energy shift, right? Your glow up is too bright, and everyone is gossiping about your success. Their reaction confirms you're moving forward. Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Right now, the word coming through is attention. And I'm also hearing that your shine is so bright. I heard very bright, and you've got a lot of people talking, so let's find out what other messages are coming through. Okay, something along, the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands, you've gone through a bit of struggle, okay? There's also a strong sense of you having to overcome something in the sense that almost like I heard me versus me. You've been competing with yourself, a better version of yourself. And that makes a lot of sense with this Joker card, which is equivalent in cardomancy as like the Fool, or within the major arcana. And that's just you taking a leap of faith. You're trying to go on a new path. I'm hearing something along the idea of you seeing the potential of new paths coming in as well. And the shuffle is very interesting as well. It's almost as though it's like something's being hidden from you at this time. So it's like the universe is calling out to you in some way, asking for your attention, which is why that word of attention is coming through there. Ace of Swords and Page of Pentacles. So, that's some interesting energies coming through. So with the Ace of Swords, you're finding clarity through a breakthrough, some sort of realization. It seems as though with that Five of Wands, because of all of the hardships that you've endured, you've gone through this pivotal moment in time where it's like something reveals itself. It's almost as though you went through hardship. For some reason, I heard the word poverty for some reason. I also heard a little bit of just you bearing something that's almost unbearable is what I heard. It's it felt like it had a chokehold over you, like you couldn't breathe through some of it. It gave you a lot of I'm hearing emotional trauma or something along those lines. But the Page of Pentacles shows up here, and that's just you kind of just pushing through and still planting the seeds of prosperity, still being very hopeful, still having that sense of freedom to move forward and traverse forward with almost a sense of innocence in that, with that full energy we're getting with the Joker. And the Ten of Spades, that's also signifying that you were carrying a lot of burdens, that you had a lot of responsibility, debt perhaps as well for some of you, if that resonates. And you're also going through some sort of awakening in some sort of way where you can now find some sense of content, some sense of joy with that Ten of Hearts. The Magician and the Queen of Pentacles popping up here. Almost feeling as though with the Magician that you've been manifesting for so long. You've been almost this wants to come out as well. You've been manifesting for so long. You've been letting go of what's not serving you with that Six of Swords. And you're almost going through this recovery period from all the hardships that you've gone through. It's almost as though it built you up, and it's now you're able to see yourself in the way that you want to. The Queen of Cups is that compassion that you're giving to yourself, that empathy that you're giving to situations that you're going through, and you're utilizing your intuition as well. It's almost as though you're going through this hardship, and you knew that it was just a stepping stone for you to recognize or almost get to the next step is what I'm hearing. And you've had to let go of certain situations that weren't serving you. You've had to, that Ace of Wands is it's almost like you had to let go of what's not serving you to then take in what is serving you. Almost like new inspiration, new sparks of ambition, something ignited within you. You saw the path opening itself up as you decided to let things go, is what I'm hearing. So there's a huge energy shift going on for you at this time. And I believe because you're going through this enormous shift, people are seeing a shift in your aura, through your presence, through your personality, how you present yourself is what I'm hearing. I'm almost getting the royalty vibes almost too, where it's you are coming forth in such a magnificent way that people can't stop but to look at you and be like, wow, like, who are you? What are you doing? With your life, like, I need to get to know you kind of thing. That's what I'm hearing. It's almost as though you're making a name for yourself is what I heard. Yeah. Very interesting energies. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. And I bent the card. So that might be something where it's like you've had to bend and weave the realities in order to acquire that energy of the Six of Pentacles, where it's like you're giving and receiving. Like, finally, the universe is giving back to you. Finally, you are feeling a sense of reciprocity for everything that you've given, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Ooh, Judgment. It's almost as though you've felt like you were in this period of judgment, like you were in this period of self-evaluation towards yourself, is what I'm hearing. But I'm also hearing that you've gone through this awakening for a long period of time. It feels as though you've been at something for so long that finally you have clarity. Finally, you have evolution. Finally, you feel a sense of purpose. That's a very interesting message. Yeah. On to the next spread. I also pulled this while I was shuffling the tea leaf deck there, and something is changing in your life. Something that I'm almost getting a sense of stability here, and I also feel like it's a bit of an illusion in some way, because that moon energy in the major arcana, also Pisces energy, also represents a strong sense of like things are unseen, things are having like a veil casted over it, right? And there's also some sense of like fear in that too. Like, things are changing for you, but at the same time, there's fear in that. Ooh, we're having shadow work. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You've been doing a lot of shadow work. And it must be due to the fact that there's just a lot of unseen things in the midst with that moon energy. And you've been exploring your darker emotions. You've been exploring your hidden fears. I heard an anxiety for some reason with that shadow work. It's almost as though you've had anxiety or built up, pent up emotions, is what I'm hearing. And you've had to express certain needs that weren't like spoken on before, is what I'm hearing. It's almost like that veil is casted over, almost like a deception of emotion. And you've needed to defend yourself in the past, but now you're speaking up for yourself, is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of sense of courage, like courageous. I heard like courage as well, courageous and courage, like just like the general consensus of that. And just needing to just like value your voice. Yeah, you're accepting your imperfections, and you're just allowing the darker you to come through. So I'm hearing that there's a lot of light in you and dark, and you're kind of like balancing it, almost like yin and yang energies there. Yeah. I was also, inner child. Yeah, I was definitely feeling something along this energy as well, like the sense of innocence in some things. I'm not sure, there was something like in the back of my head that I was like almost feeling in that, but I almost forgot like what card kind of pulled out there with that energy, but definitely that sense of innocence. You have that sense of connecting with joy. Ah, yes, joy. That's what I was remembering with the I don't know why I was getting like 3 parts with joy company, but the 10 parts also represents that like content, family, and joy. So that makes sense that you're having that sense of playfulness, returning to that sense of hominess, relaxed state of like bliss. I'm getting like warmth from that, almost like fiery energy of just and like water like combining itself, so you have a sense of emotion and connection with heart there. But maybe you've had to reconnect with some aspects of your childhood in order to make yourself feel almost like complete again. It's almost like I got the message speaking up for the child within you. It's almost as though as you've gone through these things as a child, and as you got older, you can finally speak up for the younger version of yourself, is what I'm hearing. And so you're doing that. You're speaking up. You're defending yourself as if it were you in your youthful age, is what I heard. Yeah, I heard self-worth as well. And you're unbothered right now. You're choosing peace at this time, despite all the chaos that's happening. So peace over chaos. And you have this very like calm attitude about you. People are noticing this as well when they talk to you, converse with you. They see a sense of balance and flow I got temperance in the back of my mind there as well with that Sagittarius energy. And you're just detached from negative energy. You're not letting drama come in whatsoever. And you're just kind of like surrendering, letting go of those energies, is what I'm hearing too. That hangman energy from that. And that's a huge shift for you as well. Before, I feel as though, based on the energies, there's a lot of things giving like that, almost like a chokehold kind of vibe. Like it didn't want to express itself or commit to a feeling of expression because of what could happen potentially. Because there was so much casted illusions around certain things that were going on. That's what I'm hearing, and the energies there. Something around this wanted to pop out. Yeah, you almost like had this poker face, right? Like where you are almost like running away from your hidden true feelings. And it felt as though people were unable to read you. There was like some sense of emotional detachment from that. And almost like they never knew what to expect from you as well. But now you're almost like you have the sense of that with that yin and yang energy that you're balancing. But you're also just unbothered now too. People are noticing that about you as well. And they can't almost like handle that in some way too. They're noticing that you have yourself, like I heard put together as well. I heard the word awesome for some reason. I don't know why. I heard awesome. Past life. So yeah, previous connections. Definitely something along those lines of connections coming through. Something about unexplained familiarity, soul memories. I've known you before. So it feels as though not only with your connections but with yourself is like you're looking back at who you once were and who you've become, and you're almost like assessing your past life connections, your past life, I heard traumas, past life burdens, moments of grief, moments of despair, but as well you're also contemplating and also I heard something around like reflecting is what I heard on things that you have taken with you that served you in a almost like positive manner is what I heard. Moving forward. Very interesting. It's almost as though it's almost as though people are almost triggered by you finally finding your balance is what I've heard. I heard feng shui for some reason. Some sense of like taking accountability for the actions and not letting it almost like depict life for you is what I heard as well. Yeah. You've found a safe space for you. That makes a lot of sense because you created an emotional sanctuary for yourself where you can balance and alchemize your emotions and your feelings, and you have this comfortable solitude about you. It almost gives me like the hermit, getting Virgo vibes from that. You're able to reflect and have like a sense of soul searching come through here as well. Your protected vulnerability. I love the phrasing of that. And within that, you are safe. That's really nice energies to hear coming through from the spreads here. It's as though you've found yourself and you are able to reconnect. I heard reconnect with your past life, your past self, and almost like heal what was broken. That's what I heard. Heal what was broken. Yeah. I also got like I don't know why, the shift of energy there. It almost feels like it feels good, but it's like at the same time it's almost like a sinking feeling where it's like you can reflect back on the past, but something about the past brings a bit of sense of like emotional sadness but happiness at the same time. People are noticing that about you as well, that you are able to I heard the word triumphant. You are able to traverse and overcome what it is that you've went through and alchemize that energy. It's almost like a emotional intelligence, mature emotion, through your calm, through your wisdom. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing there. And it feels as though people are noticing that you are shifting in your energies quite a bit. You're glowing up. I heard glowing up, growing up. And you're getting into this point of success and exposure because of that, because people are sensing the change and shift in how you are coming forth is what I heard as well. And people are talking about this a lot as well. It almost feels as though your reputation is increasing in that regard as well. And I'm almost feeling as though people are triggered by that. People are triggered by your ability to shine. And almost like overcome any actions that they place upon you. I'm also hearing that you're manifesting quite a lot for yourself going forward. I also heard financial win. I also heard just certain wins that you're going to be having physically, mentally, spiritually. You're going to have a lot of shifts in your cycles, shifts in your destiny is what I heard as well. Yeah. Ooh, wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, so you're going to be getting love bombed, okay? And you're going to have some sense of ascension. Yeah, that's definitely the energy shifts that I was feeling there. Like, people are going to be showing you intense affection and very quickly. It's almost as though, like, you are becoming, like, this subject of, like, major gossip, and people are, like, obsessed with who you are. They're obsessed with your love life. They're obsessed with your financial success. They're obsessed with your energy that's coming in very intense. And there's also like just a lot of like feelings wanting to release themselves, true intentions, and like there's just like a wave of attention coming forth for you. It's going to be feeling overwhelming. It's going to be very intense, and it feels as though you're going to have some sort of hidden control around that, but at the same time, you're really focused on your spiritual growth, your levels of awareness, your higher levels of awareness, and also the next level of consciousness. I heard also like when I think of consciousness, I'm also thinking of just like you transcending or like, well, like ascending. It's almost as though like you're going down certain stairs and you're going up certain ones as well, where it's like you're picking and choosing which ones you want to traverse through is what I heard, and you're releasing what's not serving you. I'm getting like a lot of messages of like seesawing, almost like you're kind of having that nice balance coming through, and you're elevating yourself and choosing what's right for you. Yeah, peace and harmony. So you have the wind chimes coming through, really just expressing all of that. Something to do with May, and something about your new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. It looks to be that May, I'm getting May, June, July, maybe of significance. We're getting like middle of the year for some reason. Summery vibes, okay? We're getting seashores. I'm hearing something about go outside is what I heard. I heard something about the beach with this energy. Something about watch the sunset, watch the sunrise is what I heard. So do both, do either if you like. And something around the lines of use I heard music, nature's music or music of nature is something of what I heard there. Maybe you listen to peaceful music chimes or nature music of some kind, like waterfalls, water rippling, rainfall, birds chirping, something along those lines, the wind blowing through the leaves or something like that. I heard something along that line, something to do with find balance in the outdoors is what I heard. Taking that energy. I think it has something to do with perhaps something. I'm not sure. I'm getting almost like a sign, like some sort of, maybe it has something to do with your sign, like your zodiac sign or something like that, or something to do with that nature, that earthy vibe there. Yeah, getting those lines. And it's time to act, and deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Yeah, something to do with nature. Okay. Valley is interesting to see here too. So what you've done and what you've acquired, people are seeing your deep strength, okay? And your sense of peace, you're acting, you're taking charge of certain things, getting Leo energy from that, getting strength, okay? So you have a lot of restraint, a lot of compassion and a strength there, courage. Ooh. And someone will gossip about all your secrets. Oh, goodness. We always got somebody popping up. But it is what it is. When you succeed, when you rise, people are going to be gossiping. But it's definitely getting energy of like someone is in the midst gossiping about your success. Gossiping about how you overcome certain things. Gossiping about how you've blew up. How it's just too bright for them to handle. Like your energy shifting. I was getting that energy. And it's revealing itself, which is so nice to see that. Like, it's like, okay, but at the same time, it's your secrets. Bottom of the deck, you have get back to the basics. So remember that it is so important to get back to the basics, to rekindle who you are, who you were before all of the chaos, right? And yeah, just reconnect with yourself and nature if that helps as well. So yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it as it helps get the message out to the collective. Until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.